Two routine operations performed on arrays are finding the sum of the elements of the array and also finding the largest element in the array. So in this video, I'll show you those two processes. Let's start by declaring an integer array of, once again, size 5 and initialize it right away to, let's say, 4, -1, 5, 3, and let's say -2. These are the elements, 5 elements in there. Now let's use a loop to find the sum of the elements in this array. Sum the elements. Now for that we need to declare the variable sum, initialize it to 0, and then go through a for loop. We'll use a for loop to add up the elements of the array. Start with initialization. I goes from 0 all the way up to the size of the array. In this particular case, that is 5 elements, and then I plus. And then the next line, all we need to do is to say sum plus equal. We are keeping track of the accumulated sum, the element of the array. So it will be A of I, semicolon. Basically, this is saying that the new sum is equal to the old sum plus the most recent element in the array, A sub I. Once again, the loop counter I is used for the index of the array. And once we are out of this loop, we can actually print it, see out. This sum is equal to the sum and line. We'll run this program, test it, and the sum of the elements is going to be 9. So in this case, I have the positive numbers are 9 and 3 is 12. Negative number is 3, so 12 minus 3 is 9. That's correct. So that's how you find the sum of the elements in an array. Now the next thing that we often perform on arrays would be to find the largest element in the array. Find the largest element in the array, or the smallest. In this case, we're finding the largest element in the array. And for that, here is the strategy, here is the algorithm that you follow. Declare a variable, call it largest, and let this variable largest assign the first element of the array to it. So we are assuming that the first element sitting at A at index 0 is the largest element in the array, or at least the largest that we have seen so far. And then you use a loop to traverse through the array, and as you see another element, as you see other elements greater than the largest so far, you update the largest. Now here is the loop for int I equals to 1. We'll start at index 1 because index 0, the element at index 0 is already assigned to the largest. And then I less than 5. We have 5 elements in this array, I plus, and an if condition. If this element A of I, again I being equal to 1, is greater than the largest that now has the element at index 0, we are going to update the largest. Largest is going to be A of I. And that's it. That will do it. Right. And then when the loop is finished, we are out of the loop, we can print C out the largest element is, the largest element in the array is largest. And in our array, the largest is 5. So let's see whether it's picked up 5. We'll run this. The largest element is 5. Correct.